This is Another Man's Nostalgia with John.
Yeah,
I actually recorded some of the things that I liked because I was
Man,
I was
John is gung-ho.
because I said it. Yes.
4:30 p.m. I laughed at another Ryan Reynolds joke. I love this show so much.
Yeah, that's fine.
P.S. I'm really happy right now.
Chris
Thank you for the 2 points, you jerks.
Wow.
and Justin.
Justin, I don't think your mic's on, dude.
It's on.
So either flip your mic around.
That's how I have my
Turn it-
mic all the time. The same way it is every time.
I have not changed it.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
you sound a lot better.
You sound so much better.
It was the same way it is all the time.
So if you hear Justin sounds a lot better now, that's because he adjusted his mic.
The episode starts now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Another Man's Nostalgia, where we revisit everybody's favorite movies, games, and TV shows from the mid-90s to the mid-2000s.
So we'll just accept the fact that there's a way Justin says it and there's a way that we're supposed to say it.
It doesn't matter where you put the movies, games,
It
and
does.
TV shows.
It does. It does matter
There's a
because
certain
we have been doing this from the very beginning.
So how's everybody's day been?
And
How's
it's
your
starting to
week?
make me. It's starting to make me a little upset.
How's your week?
I'm starting to get a little upset with you.
All right, so we have a lot of nostalgia news today.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
Pause for music.
dun, dun, dun.
All right, so John, why don't you start out?
Okay,
Sorry.
so the Pokemon movie is getting remade, and it's
Yeah.
coming out February 27th on Netflix, and it's
Pretty quick.
Yeah, it's Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back. Right?
Yeah.
Evolution.
Did you guys watch the trailer?
I did watch it. Okay, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
I really don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if it was just a trailer, but the mouths don't look like they line up a little bit.
Well, so here's the thing. I don't know why y'all were surprised about this. I know about this for a while because it came out in Japan about four
it
or
did?
5 months ago.
Okay.
But well, I was like, really? We're talking about this?
Fancy pants over here. You
I
so
thought we
bougie,
I thought we had
Justin.
talked about it. That's why I was trying to.
We
get
might
to.
have.
But yeah, we talked about how they were going to do a 3CG, like a 3D CG remake of this, and I mean apparently it was okay, but it's just I
looks like-
think it has to do with the anniversary.
Okay. It looks like it's the exact same like
It is.
story.
It's
like,
just
beat for
it's just
beat.
redone.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll watch it. I'm fine with it.
I
but-
will. I mean, I
won't.
have
I hated that
Netflix.
movie.
You know, it's not like it's going to cost me any money.
Why do you hate that
So
movie?
much
It's a good
is-
movie.
No, I
Better
like
than this
that
one.
movie.
Ooh, ooh.
Hot take. All right.
What we reviewed it.
I know.
I hated it.
don't know. Okay.
Jeez.
All right. Here I'm watching the next one. So
I was thinking about getting a Pokemon tattoo. I don't know about that.
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
What's next?
All right.
With,
I don't know, Chris. You want to go?
oh.
Oh, we had
yes,
a lot.
A couple days ago was the 21st anniversary of Super Smash Bros. Coming out.
That's pretty cool.
So 21 years. Pretty crazy. That's the N64 one.
it can now
obviously, but
drink.
You can now drink. Is old enough to drink. Crazy though. Like it's a good game.
It is a
I
good
really
game.
like-
That is okay. So I've spent the most time playing that game because
The 64 one.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent a little bit of time playing the Wii. You guys have played the Switch a lot.
Yeah.
I'm much better at the
So-
Switch one than any other version. I am terrible at almost any other version. I'm okay in the Switch
Yeah.
version.
See, the
Yeah.
N64 version is my best version.
I think it's the
Really?
controller.
Yeah.
I've never been a big
The-
fan of the N64 controller.
I mean, it's
What?
hard. It's a tough one. It's a tough.
That is
controller to
that's one of the
use.
best designs.
No, I have like
It's really not.
yeah, I think it's
That was a
it's
super
fine.
weird design for
I know
a controller.
I see what they were going for, but it's
Yeah.
I just don't like the how it holds.
Yeah.
So
no.
like it's
They should have done the analog stick on the outside and the D-pad on the inside.
I know what they were going for, and they were very forward thinking in it. But I like
For
the
sure.
GameCube controller much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put some pictures of all those.
That was a lot
Yeah,
of nostalgia news.
Oh, we have more.
Hunger Games is coming out with a prequel, and it's going to be about
Book or movie?
the Young's
Book.
President Snow.
Oh, okay. It's a book.
No, it's a movie. It's going to be a movie.
Oh.
That was a book.
Okay.
I thought it was a movie.
Maybe it's.
You're the
both.
one
Maybe it's
telling
both.
me. You're the one giving the news. What is it?
You were saying it was a book. I was like, I thought it was a
I'm
movie.
assuming. What is
I'm
it?
looking it up.
You're looking it up. Okay.
Oh God, what terrible
When you search
newsman
it-
you are.
When you search it, it says prequel Hunger Games movie and then prequel Hunger Games book. So I don't know. Those are the autocomplete.
Well, anyways, President
Alright.
Snow. That should be kind of interesting.
It's a book. It's
It's a book? Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
The Ballad
My
of
bad.
Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah, so
Alright.
it's
I
gonna
thought
be
they would
about
just
a
stop
young
there,
President
but-
Snow, which is, I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know how that's going to be
I'm-
received. I don't know.
I'm interested in Snow.
I like Snow.
He's very mysterious
In all
in the
forms.
books.
Yes, he is. And Donald Sutherland plays him really well in the movies.
So Ozzy Osbourne, there was an interview about a week ago. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. It's been announced that he has Parkinson's disease, and
really
so
sad.
it was announced on ABC News, and he has Parking 2, which is a form of Parkinson's disease. But it's pretty sad because like he just had a song that he was featured in when it came to Post Malone, and he was supposed to go on a tour this year, but he had to stop because of his health issues. It's kind of sad.
It sucks because he is still making music. He still makes good music,
Yeah.
at least decently, and he's a legend. Definitely a legend of rock.
All right, Chris, we're gonna be talking about legends over here in our movie that we watched.
That's right.
Oh God.
Last one.
Last thing,
yeah.
Chris.
So big deal. We need to book our tickets. Nickelback is going on tour, playing all the right.
We need to book
for all the
them right now.
Yeah.
Just stop listening to this podcast. Go book your
This
tickets.
gonna be
is
in our-
how you remind me of what I really am.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good, Justin.
That's great.
I
That was
like
great.
you. Say sorry. Oh, I got a different story.
I like to point out that Justin's eyes are closed as he's singing, so he's like serenading us.
This
fist
life
pumped.
I'm taking.
Okay.
I've been
So
fucked. Sorry.
their album, All the Right Reasons.
I've been down.
Yeah, it has in the album. It has like photographs, saving me,
Yeah, it's a big deal when it came
far
out.
away, animals, and
The
Rockstar.
photograph
Yeah.
song is one of my favorite parodied songs when they do. You remember that
yes.
with the two guys on the bed
Yeah. Yeah.
and they were
Really
singing
good.
the photograph song?
Yeah.
You should link it. It's pretty
So,
funny.
so that tour is coming out summer 2020.
They're going to be here September 3rd.
Oh, I got
saying.
I
Just saying.
got Chubb just thinking
They're
about
gonna be
it.
in Dallas.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. All right, so let's get...
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into
All right,
it.
so this week, boys, we watched Pokemon the movie 2000.
Roll the theme.
If you want to be a best Pokemon,
that's the thing.
I don't know.
It's that
I
scene...
wanna be a Pokemon.
I think that is it. It's when they're in the boat and they're like swimming around. Yeah, we'll put that.
Ew.
And they got to throw
Oh.
their Pokemon out, and
Yeah.
look,
No,
there's
no,
yay,
it's-
Bulbasaur.
Yeah. So yeah, what's y'all's history with this movie?
Okay, I loved it when I was little. It was my favorite movie for a long, long time. When it came to just pure Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I never knew if the Pokemon movies were canon, but I always loved them.
I got some fun facts
Yeah.
about this one.
I'm excited. What about you, Justin? Were you a fan of this one when you were allowed?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Mostly, I wanted to go see it in theaters for the cards. I saw it twice just to get the cards because they gave out.
What cards
for
came with this one?
So, some people think that Ancient Mew was with the Mewtwo Strikes Back. It's actually with this movie.
Really?
Yeah, this came out the first. You got Ancient Mew when you came out when this came out the first week. I actually have some pretty
I don't
cool.
believe you. I don't believe you.
No, because you might have noticed something in the movie about
Yeah,
ancient
there is
Mew.
one in there.
He did. It had the card.
I
in
have
it.
a little fun fact for that later.
Wasn't it a sticker? Or am I remembering that wrong?
No, it was a movie. It was a card.
Okay, cool.
And people think
yeah, I
nowadays
remember-
that this is
I
some
remember
rare card.
after I watched this movie though, I felt like I was a collector.
Okay.
What so a lot of people kept this like in the plastic because they thought it would be like super rare and like
yeah.
cost a lot of money. Well, no, because all the theaters got like boxes of these, and you can
Right,
go on
right.
eBay sometimes and get boxes of ancient Mews for
I
like
have one.
it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
a cool card to have. It's a very interesting card, but it's not worth a shit at all.
I could
Do
have.
you guys know what card I found today?
What?
Pikachu?
It was the card that you guys gave me on my birthday, and it's a Dragon
That
Ball
was
Z
me.
Brawly card.
I gave
That's
that to you. We saw Avengers Infinity War together. Or was it no, it was Avengers the new
Endgame?
one. Endgame.
And, yeah.
We saw Endgame together. It was your birthday.
And
Y'all's
you gave me a Brawly
birthdays.
card.
And John
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z.
got I had they gave her I guess the Broly movie was out or something. And they were
Yeah.
giving out the cards like at the table. I was like, I got John a present. And I gave it to John.
I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Okay.
Chris, what'd you think of it?
This when I was little, I liked it. I had the VHS, but I did not remember this plot at all. But yeah, when I was little, it was fine. I mean, I don't remember like I said, I just don't remember
It's
any
just
of
fine.
this.
It was just fine.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just so last week when Justin was explaining this movie, he said it was like a very meh movie. Like it's not bad, it's not good, and that's kind of how I felt about it this time. We'll get into it more, but it was kind of a, it was what it was. It was nothing bad. I wasn't bored, but it wasn't great
So
by any means.
if y'all are new or coming back after a while,
I feel like I'm about to get like ridiculed over here.
so if you are new or maybe coming back after a while, we have a new system that we're
Yes.
going to do this with. So everybody gives points on categories. I'll give points, but mine don't count because it's my movie. Both of them will get points, and they'll average them out, and that's what I get for it. There's 6 categories we do every time.
Yep.
Can you remind me of those? Because I don't remember.
It's plot. It's plot, main characters, minor characters, voice acting. Does it hold up? And desire to continue watching, and then have one specific category.
And today's
choosing.
is, drumroll please, Pokemon.
What?
What?
What did you...
What do you mean Pokemon?
Or
Like the Pokemon that were in here?
Did you like the Pokemon in this?
Okay.
All right, to be honest, there was nothing else to fucking do with this. Okay?
I feel like you thought about this a long time.
I
How
actually
about
kind
this-
of did because I was
a long
straining to like, what category could I do? And I was like, fuck it, I'll just say Pokemon.
Okay, fair enough. We'll talk about the Pokemon then.
Okay, hey, you also have to clarify something for me. There's a lot of characters in here that have a big part. in
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I don't
movie.
know half of their names.
What? Okay, so who are going to be major characters and who are going to be minor? Are major characters the ones that are like in the TV show?
We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Well,
Because
okay.
I have some
I
fun
feel like
facts
I
to
need
go
know
along with
now,
that.
But it's okay.
Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so
right.
wanted to go ahead and just start some fun facts real quick here?
Yeah, category
Well,
one.
we got to do the
oh,
plot.
yeah, you're going to do fun facts. if you
Ready?
want, But you got to do a theme.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
We all live in the fun fact world. Another man's nostalgia.
Okay, good, good.
That's all I got.
I liked it.
All right, so this is called Pokemon the Movie 2000 in the U.S. Japanese name, Pocket Monsters the Movie, Mirage Pokemon, Lugia's Explosive Birth. That's the name.
That's the whole
Lugia's-
name.
That's the whole name.
Lugia's explosive birth.
Explosive.
I'll say it again.
Explosive.
Pocket Monsters the Movie, Mirage Pokemon, Lugia's Explosive Birth. It's officially known in Japan. Shorten it as Revelation Lugia.
But it's also called Becoming One here, right? Or something like that?
That was an old title, I believe.
Yeah, like
Okay.
why was that? I watched it. I rented it off YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and that was like the title of the movie.
Yeah.
It seemed
I
like.
think that was a
Becoming the
working
One.
title. and they just kind of threw it
Gotcha.
in there.
Okay.
You're just gonna keep it in the
Pretty
movie.
much.
You didn't want to cut it out. It would have cost too much money to cut out 10 seconds.
I guess. So there was two shorts. Only one aired in the U.S. The Pikachu Party one, and then a Slow King one that was Japan only.
I didn't watch those.
Yeah, I didn't get to see them either.
So fancy.
Yeah.
So fancy.
In Japan, this came out a year before the U.S. version, so it
Uh-huh.
came out in July 1999, and like 4 months later, Gold and Silver came out. And then
Okay.
the same thing
Because
here.
Lugia is on silver, right?
Yes. And the same thing happened here, the US, July 2000, it came out, and then October, Gold and Silver. Because it used to be that Pokemon took a year to come over to the States with everything.
Okay.
Nowadays, with games, and
Yeah.
not necessarily anime, because we're back a couple of episodes, about 2 months, but it's not a year anymore. So the games now have global launches. It used to be it took us a year just to get the game, to
cool.
localize it. This came
Okay.
with promo cards. So like I said, Ancient Mew was the first week. And Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos the second week.
I saw this the first week. That's sad.
And I bet by then they just gave you like a big
So
shit
sorry
load
for
of
my
cards.
parents.
They were probably trying to
Yeah.
get rid of them.
Yeah.
So I'm sure
probably.
you
Maybe
got
that's what it
any
was.
amount of cards you wanted. Ancient Mew. So that was supposed to
You
have.
seem disappointed in your. Hold on, Justin. Chris seemed very disappointed in himself.
I just
for
felt bad for my
doing that.
parents. I dragged them to this movie when I was 8 years old on the opening weekend. You imagine that?
Guys, I gotta see this.
It was with the
There's a
screaming
card out.
kids.
I heard there was a card.
There's screaming kids watching it too, and the movie sucked. Can't imagine what my parents went through. But anyways, go ahead, Justin.
So a couple of things before we start, real quick here.
Okay.
So this takes place during the Orange Islands arc, sometime after 105.
Uh-huh.
So it is canon. It actually gets referenced
Oh.
in the shows later on. Where did I put that?
Sweet. That's cool.
So he promises his mom he won't go off on his own anymore, and
Right.
every time he goes to a new region, he goes back to mom because of this movie.
Oh.
So whenever before he went to Johto, before he goes anywhere else, he always goes back home. He doesn't explicitly say it, but he promises his mom he won't go off anymore, and that's
Interesting.
a promise based on this movie. And they also recognize Lugia. When they meet Silver in the Whirl Islands arc, they see Lugia, and they're like, "Oh, that's Lugia. What's up?" They remember him from
Best
from
friends.
the movie.
Oh, okay.
Best buddies. Hey, remember what I wrote you?
Whoa!
Oh, you don't remember that? Oh, you
What about when it saved your life, you ungrateful jerk? Okay.
So this movie does have a lot of effect on the Poke universe.
Okay.
So y'all want to go ahead and get started?
Yeah, let's do
Well,
plot.
does someone want to say the plot?
I want
it.
Chris to say the plot.
Chris-
Okay. So you got Ash Ketchum, and he's doing his thing.
Catch 'em all,
And
right?
it's- Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
But there's a new friend now. We found out his name is Tracy. He replaced Brock. But Brock's in this movie, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, Tracy it happens in the Orange Islands, so kids would know who he is.
Okay.
So this is not like random.
I never really watched.
We
these
would have
Orange
known.
Islands.
You would have said, "Oh, that's
Okay.
Tracy."
Okay. So, anyways, you have this guy, and he's trying to collect the 3 legendary birds because he heard that if he collects the 3, it's Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, then a mysterious beast will emerge.
Wait, who's trying to do that?
His name's the Collector?
Do y'all know his actual name?
No.
No. He just says, "I'm a collector."
What's his actual name? Is it good?
Do you think they even say his name? Because
I
they
don't
don't.
remember them saying. Oh, they don't say. his
They
name?
never say his actual name.
So is,
Yeah.
is he called the Collector?
No,
What's he called?
Lawrence the Third.
Incredible.
Maybe it's on a cut version. You know, like an unedited
So this is what
version.
happened. So in the regular movie, they say his name in the Japanese movie, but the only reason people know his name is Lawrence the Third in the American version is because it was in promo material. Nowhere in this movie do they call him Lawrence the Third. That is his actual name.
Incredible. Okay, so there's this prophecy that says like, what is the famous line? It's the world will turn to ash, which I knew as soon as they said it what they're going to do.
Wait, hold on.
But,
Spoiler. Don't spoil
so-
it.
well, I'm not going to go do it yet. But
Okay.
anyways, and so anyways, he tries to collect the 3 birds. At the same time, like they go to an island, Ash and his friends, and they're having like a festival where a Pokemon trainer is supposed to go collect these 3 orbs from the 3 islands of the legendary birds. Very coincidental, but it's all part of the prophecy, right? So he collects all 3 of he collects first he collects Moltres, and then he collects Zapdos, and when he collects Zapdos, he collects them. He monologues. It crashes.
So much monologue.
So many monologues. His little ship that he's collecting with crashes. What happens to Articuno? He collects Articuno?
No, he never collects Articuno.
No, he never captures Articuno.
They start fighting.
You don't really see him. You don't see Lawrence for a long time.
No, you don't.
He's kind of gone after like a third of the movie.
Yeah, he is. Because
then he comes back and then he gets blown up.
Yeah, because then the legendary birds start fighting each other, and then the beast is awakened. Ash collects the orbs. You find out that turn the world to Ash meant the world was going to turn to Ash Ketchum, because he's the chosen one. A girl plays a flute, and whatever his name is,
Lugia.
Lugia comes out, and the collector tries to capture him. Then and he blows him up, and they live happily ever after. I'm glad they didn't wipe his memory in this one like they did in Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Yeah,
they just wiped everybody's memory, and it never happened. Did I miss anything?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head there.
It's an hour and 15 minutes long, and it's a very long plot. A lot happens in it. So, okay.
It is a long plot.
You have to give it to them, though. They did fill it up with a lot of stuff.
They did.
They did.
I enjoyed when the Pokemon fought.
Uh-huh.
I liked the chase scenes. I thought they were done pretty well. But overall, the actual plot was
It was not boring. It kept you engaged.
Sort of.
So, sort of. All right. So, plot. Is there anything any holes you want to talk about? Any kind of like my question is. Oh, good.
I thought he catch the legendary Pokemon like super. Okay, so like they're supposed to be legendary. They're supposed to be super hard to find.
But they're
and he catches them super fucking fast. And they don't even do a fight.
The 3 islands are really close to each other, so I don't know why they're so hard to find.
They're super close to each other.
I don't get why, if he knew this prophecy and it sounds like the world's gonna end, why he would still want to collect them. That doesn't make any sense to me.
He's a collector.
He's a
Okay,
collector.
but still,
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about his consequences.
Like him destroying the world, including himself, as long as he gets to collect the legendary birds. Okay.
I thought one of the worst parts was the yells of the birds. They were so annoying.
Zapdos's was so annoying.
Oh my gosh. It was like they were in pain all the time.
Yeah.
So speaking real quick of the plot, so the Ancient Mew card. So Lawrence, at the end of the movie, he picks up the Mew card, right?
Clarify,
Yes.
Lawrence III, not
Sorry, Lawrence III.
Okay, good.
He picks up the Ancient Mew card. And you're like, what the fuck? Why does he have a Mew card? Well, what's supposed to happen was that Mew card was supposed to be an integral part of the plot. But the director said, no, that's too much. We've done Mew already. We want to focus on gold and silver. We want to focus on Lugia. Well, the problem is they were supposed to cut out that card part, and they didn't.
Okay.
So that was supposed to be cut, and it never got cut.
I thought it was kind of a nice scene, though, because he mentions it earlier that he started with a Mew card, and then he picks it up at the end and says, I'm going to start over now. I thought it was a nice part.
But it didn't really affect anything.
I thought they just put it in there because they knew they were going to give away the cards at the movie theater, and they're like, now you can
That's why I thought as a kid, too. But it also makes Pokemon cards canon in the Pokemon universe.
Oh, that's a good point. That is weird. Yeah, good point.
So not only are there real Pokemon, which that's got to be like the worst. Like, Mom, I want a Pokemon. You get these Pokemon cards. What? Go have pretend fights with your other friends while the cool kids get real Pokemon.
Every single time, I don't know if you guys think of this, but every single time I think of Pokemon, I think of if I had a real Pokemon, would I be one of those dire people that just train the shit out of the Pokemon to get them super strong, or would I keep them as a pet?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, most people do just keep them as pets. I
Right.
think they pretty much say that not every person's a trainer, but
Right.
Pokemon are basically supposed to be pets and people
Right.
who help you out, or things that help you out. So what's the score, everybody?
Oh, we're doing the plot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Android.
I like the plot.
What a surprise.
I like the plot. I thought it was very complicated. So it was kind of weird that it was put into like a kids movie because there was a lot to it.
Was it complicated?
I mean, there was just a lot to
A
it.
lot went on.
There was
Yeah.
a lot to it. But I liked it. I liked the plot. I thought the writing was pretty good. Like how everything kind of I felt like it flowed pretty well together. I gave it a 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right.
I mean, I thought it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't terribly boring. I gave it a 3, middle of the road.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Yeah. So you get 3.5 for that one.
All right.
Weirdly.
Okay. This is what we were talking about, Justin. Who's a major character?
Yeah.
Is it the main characters from the TV show? Is it
Okay.
the main characters in the movie?
In my opinion, I think
Lawrence
it's the
III?
girl who goes on the flute girl. You got
Okay.
Misty, Ash. I don't even think Tracy's a main character. Tracy just kind of gets shoved to the side in this.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone liked Tracy from the TV show, and that's
He's
why
not bad. He's just not Brock. That's the problem. He came right
Yeah.
after Brock, and everybody loves Brock.
It was hilarious, the scene with Brock, because they start talking to a doctor, and then you just see Brock running around in the background, and she's like, the Pokemon here are going crazy.
It was a good introduction to have him back in it, I thought.
One nice
I
little
laughed.
fun fact about Brock and his voice
Please.
actor.
Please.
Do you remember Yu-Gi-Oh? You remember Kaiba, the bad guy? Him and
Yes.
Brock share the same voice actor in English.
All right. When we get to minor characters, you get a 1 just for that correlation.
But I think the
Okay.
problem with
Alright, so it's
Tracy
just
was
a
he was
flute
actually
girl.
kind of interesting because he drew Pokemon and he had different ones, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
he just wasn't Brock.
Right.
He was a Pokemon, what, sketches?
Artist?
Artist?
I like
Sketches?
All right, so
Put that in the intro there.
Okay, so
is it Team Rocket, Ash, and the Flute Girl? And Misty?
I say Team Rocket, yeah.
and the collector. I mean, he's the main
Lawrence the
character.
Third.
Lawrence the Third. I'm sorry.
Put some
So those are
respect
the
on
main
my
characters.
The Collector.
Yeah.
I like his introduction.
I'll say this: I liked most of those, except Misty. I thought was annoying with the whole "not my boyfriend" thing. I feel like it just got.
Was that
annoying.
necessary?
It wasn't necessary at all.
Because it doesn't go anywhere ever.
If you haven't seen this in a while, they have a thing where the girl keeps mocking Misty about Ash being his
Flute Girl.
girlfriend.
The Flute Girl keeps
Yeah.
mugging her.
Aren't you his girlfriend? Well, you're a girl and you're his friend. And
I will say, I
And
really.
then you have the scene at the end where she's like,
yeah, I'd bang him.
she has to go rescue him,
Uh-huh.
and it was almost like, yeah, no, I love this dude.
But then
Right.
she never does anything about
you were
it.
right all along.
Yeah, and they never do anything about it. I really liked Team Rocket breaking the fourth wall, like they knew they were in a movie. And also when they started to do their intro, and he's like, "Oh,
Guess who, Pikachu? Huh? Was that? Prepare for more trouble than you've ever seen.
And make it double. We're on the big screen.
I'll have to catch this on video.
I like Team Rocket in this a lot." Honestly, I'm gonna give you a 4 for this one. I enjoyed the characters other than Misty.
I don't like Ash either, really. But
Yeah, but
he has some
he's
funny
always-
lines.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Starts walking up the stars.
I like this-
Get off of me.
I like when they're shooting beams at each other, the legendary birds. He goes, "Cut it out!"
He puts his hands up
Yeah,
like it's gonna
puts his
stop
hands up.
something.
Yeah.
I'll protect you guys.
Yeah. What do you give it, John?
I gave it 4.
Okay.
I gave it 4 like you guys did.
I
Or
would
like you
a
did.
3, but
You'll take the 4.
I mean, I didn't really have a problem with anything that was kind of going
I thought the
on.
Flute
So
Girl was
I was kind of borderline giving it a 5.
Yeah.
But just like you said, Misty's the girls' interaction with each other, they were kind of stupid.
It was just the same thing every single time.
that's
It's
what
like,
brought
you
it down
know,
for me. Was that
Yeah.
writing, and they could have had they could have had some tension, just not make
Right.
it so obvious.
I agree.
I get it, it's a kid
Well,
movie. Once again,
I really want to know how many times that she mentioned it, because I believe it was like 4.
It was too much.
It was like 4
easily
times.
more than 4.
4 times in 80 minutes. It's too much.
I get it, it's a kids movie, That's
Yeah.
kids find that funny. Girlfriend, boyfriend, you know.
Right.
I'm sure we found it funny.
But everyone kind of figured, they're like, yeah, no, Missy loves Ash.
Yeah.
Missy loves Ash.
Yeah.
We also figured Ash would win sooner than he did, and he never did.
That's a good point.
They were
right.
redoing that on Twitter the other day. It was trending again that he won, but it was the English version this time. So it's like,
Oh, really?
It shows you
Ooh.
how back it is. Cause,
How far behind we are.
yeah.
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 All right, so,
All right, so minor characters.
mine was 3, so 4 and 4. That's not bad.
No. Minor characters. What do you say, John?
Everybody else.
I mean, I didn't have a problem with any of the minor characters. None of them were like annoying.
Yeah. I couldn't say. I couldn't tell you one of their names.
I mean,
though.
Professor Oak, I guess, was a minor character, and
Yeah.
His mom.
like his mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
another fun
And-
fact.
Go for it.
Organically inserting fun facts. This is also the first time we hear about their names, Oaks and his mom's names, Delilah
Oh.
and Samuel.
Oh, yeah. I heard when I heard Samuel, I was like, I didn't know it was Oak's name, but I didn't know this is the first time that they.
Yep, first
I know
time
about
in
that.
English at least it's been
That's
said.
interesting.
I mean, I like the scene where it was Oak and his mom, and like all the weather was kind of coming through,
Uh-huh.
and they were just kind of wondering about it, and like all this stuff was kind of going on like on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. I thought it was a cool scene. I thought the scenes with the helicopter that they were in were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do Mr. Mime
Um,
and his mom fuck?
If you don't know what Justin's talking about, the mom has like a Mr. Mime slave, basically.
Is that her love slave?
like a maid?
Is that being a furry?
What is Mr. Mime? What kind of like animal is that related to? I feel it's just like a human. Like it's just
It's a human. It's
yeah.
a mime.
So
Yeah.
he's gotta like have a dick, right?
okay. A little off topic, I guess. I'm gonna say no for the kids.
I mean, because
But
you
it's
know,
possible.
Dad's not there. He's off doing his thing. You know,
I don't think it's happened. I think they thought about it.
Mom
Both of
needs
them.
some. You know,
They've given each other like the eye
It's
a
an
couple
unspoken
times.
thing, but
She's had a little bit too much wine a couple nights.
his mom. She's got physical needs too.
It's gone through her head, but she's like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
okay.
What about Oak and his mom?
That's great.
Professor Oak and his mom.
Now Oak and his mom,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure have fucked.
Well, they won't they? That's a real story of this movie, I think. Classic.
So minor characters, I gave it a 5,
What?
just because of what's going on right now.
I give it a 2 because it was so the characters are so forgettable.
Yeah,
but I will say
it's a
my
2.
favorite line came from someone that was a minor character, and I don't know why he was in the movie. And what his point was, they never explain it. It was the Slow King.
Oh, the Slow King.
And I love it when it's snowing and it's just a scene of him. It just cuts to him and he says,
I could use pants.
and then it cuts back.
hard.
That was the only
I
part.
laughed so hard.
I feel like that was
Anyways.
like a silent part of the Japanese movie, and they're like,
Yeah.
we need a joke here.
we need a pants joke here. Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
All right, so 2 and 5, so that's 7. You get 3.5 points.
All right.
What about you? What do you say? Justin?
Oh, I said 2.
Oh, you did. Okay. Okay.
I told you guys, I'm gonna get ridiculed. Like I rate this movie pretty high.
okay.
You know,
What's
John,
next?
I don't actually blame you for that. I can see why someone might actually like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine.
This is actually one of those where I'm
The
just
way you
like,
said that, I can see why someone would actually.
it-
Someone
it-
like
it's not
you.
my. I don't personally like it, but I can see why someone would. I can see the positive qualities to it. This is not like a. I don't see this as being really bad.
Okay.
Maybe I'm clouded. Maybe my eyes are clouded.
Okay. All right. Next
What
is
what are you doing?
voice.
Are you John Cena? What is this?
I'm John Cena.
Voice acting. It's fine.
What's next?
I mean, it was-
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you.
Voice.
I really like the collector's
voice acting. Yeah, Collector was good.
I really like the
rest is
collector's
just
voice.
typical Pokemon stuff.
He did a good.
I mean,
he
it
was a good
it
like
same actors, right?
monologuing bad guy.
Yeah, he was.
The Zapdos, it's like a chessboard.
Yeah. That was good.
Do you know who they tried to get to play this.
Who?
Ian McKellen
Okay.
or Patrick Stewart.
That would have been cool.
I feel like that's reaching that they're gonna be able.
They
to get
both-
those
Patrick
two.
Stewart?
Yeah.
Who was Patrick Stewart around this time?
And he's doing Star Trek
Yeah,
still.
it's just Star Trek stuff. And X-Men.
What Yeah, he's filming X-Men. Why did they think they were gonna be able to get those two?
Well, think about it. Remember, Pokemon,
Oh yeah, it's the biggest deal ever at this
Huge.
point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
huge.
It's gonna be huge, guys. That's how they pitched it.
I mean, it is.
They just brought Donald
It
Trump
was.
in.
I mean, the first movie made a whole bunch of money, right? And that was like a year before this,
Yeah.
so yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. 3. I think I'm gonna give.
I gave it 3.
They would give threes the entire. Every one of these is gonna be a 3 because it's just a mediocre movie.
I give it a 3. I mean, the Collector was the only one that I thought that I was impressed by
Yeah.
when it came to the voice.
I like.
But I thought like Lugia's voice was gonna be like super deep and like kind of like soothing.
No, just a man.
And it was kind of it was a little high pitched.
just a man's voice.
I don't feel like it matched her.
It was a
That's
narrator
really well.
voice.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I wonder if someone voiced the birds. Like
Oh,
someone-
God.
If that's the case, I would give it a 2.
Oh, I forgot my fun fact about the birds.
Go for it.
All right, so did you know Zapdos means two? No, I'm just kidding.
What?
Zapdos 2.
What?
Have you never figured that out?
Oh, like Zap. Oh. why is that-
Articuno 1, Zapdos 2, Moltres
Oh,
3.
Moltres 3. I never put that together.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
That was
never
I
knew
was
that.
gonna say
I
that as
never
a
put it
joke.
together.
I never knew that.
Did you not know
That's
that,
cool.
John?
I didn't know. that either.
Articuno 1,
No, I get it.
Zapdos.
Uno,
Yeah.
dos, tres. Yeah.
Okay, well the real part was the Japanese names,
Oh, okay. What
but
were the-
okay. I know y'all didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
no.
So, what do you think Moltres was called in Japan? An English translation.
Lava bird?
Not lava.
Molten?
Nope. Take out bird.
Firebird.
Take out bird.
Okay.
Fire. That's its name.
Okay.
All right, now try Zapdos.
Lightning.
Lightning.
Nope.
Electric.
Nope.
Electricity.
Still think storm.
Zap.
Nope.
Thunder.
All right, now try Articuno.
That's not the same thing.
Ice?
Thunder is a sound.
Is ice?
Nope. Think Dragon Ball Z.
Frieza?
Freezer. The bird names in Japan are Freezer, Fire, and Thunder.
Nice. I shout out to Justin when he was playing the Pokemon Snap game. He got very excited when a Moltres popped out.
I was
I'll put
like,
a
holy
clip in.
shit.
He was very excited. I'll put a clip in.
Oh, is that gonna turn into something? Oh, fuck, a Moltres. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. The birds are, I loved the legendary birds in the first game.
They're pretty cool.
It was really cool little legendaries that you could get before the Pokemon League. And
Yeah.
I mean, come on, birds that like shoot
That was-
fire and thunder and ice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was one of the things that was like really cool, like about this movie, because you saw them for the first time like interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Because on the game, and you didn't even hear like the game. The game was like,
Right,
that's all you heard on the game.
Right.
It was a weird voice.
It's an 8-bit sound. Yeah.
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 Anyways,
All right, next one is does it hold up?
Oh, does it hold up?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, did this movie have CGI in it?
Yes. And I felt like it was very unjarring. You can tell very easily.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
yeah, the
They had a
ship
really-
is definitely CGI.
Yeah, I felt like it was
And then under the water.
under the water was too. Yeah.
The ship
And
is a
the water
cool
that
design.
came- The ship was cool. Yeah.
Though the
And
one
the
thing I
water-
hated about that ship, just real quick, is
Yeah.
that when it broke
They're talking
apart.
about the flying ship that the collector was
yeah,
in.
Yeah.
when it broke apart and he was looking at the birds, he was in this giant ass telescope.
Yeah.
Y'all
it's
remember
right.
that? Like you have
Yeah.
computers and shit. You're looking at a
Yeah.
giant ass telescope and a ball. Like, are you
He
serious?
collected it. He collected it years ago.
He has
Start
a
with his
he has
new
a
card.
he has an AI
For that
computer
specific
that talks
reason.
to him. He has this hologram in front of him.
Yeah.
Yet he's using a giant ass telescope. Oh yes, I see you fighting now. Oh, Lugia is not far behind.
He's like masturbating while he's like,
Okay. Possible. But yeah, I would say it holds up 4. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I said a 4.
Okay.
I'd give it a 3, but
Yours don't count.
It's not up to
okay?
you, Justin. Take the extra point.
I'm gonna go 3.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to watch another Pokemon movie?
I think after this one it gets really bad though.
I've never seen 3.
I like Entei. I like the Entei one's next, right?
Yes.
Isn't it a dog?
The Entei and the Unknowns.
Is that the dog?
He like protects some like princess or something.
It's a dog, right?
Is that the
Yeah, the
dog?
legendary dogs. You're right.
Yeah.
3
Oh
legendary
yeah,
dogs.
I've never seen that one before.
I've never heard it. I've never heard Entei just be described as
I didn't know
that's
his
the
name.
dog.
I've never
right?
seen it
That's
before.
the dog.
But sure, if y'all want to watch it, I mean, I've never seen it, so I have no bias against it.
This is
but-
where I started to really fall off from him. Like
Okay.
even as a kid, we can watch it, but I don't know how good it is off the top of my head. I just know I didn't like it as a kid.
Okay.
I did not like the plot. I thought it was stupid, but I liked Entei. Entei is one of my favorite Pokemon.
The dogs are awesome. I personally like
Yeah.
Suicune, but Entei's
Okay.
pretty cool looking.
Justin, John's judging you on your taste. Yeah, this was when I started.
I like
was already
ice
out of-
types.
I was
ice
out of
water.
Pokemon at this point, so I was never into this.
because you have a cold heart, Justin.
That's right. Icy
Okay,
heart.
so I'll give it a 3. I don't care either way. John.
I want to watch this, so I'm giving it a 5.
Okay.
All right. 3.
3.
I don't care either way.
Okay.
you get a 4.
I'm curious.
You get a 4. Okay.
All right, Justin, you're getting you better rate my next thing super high because I'm giving you like. Really
That's not how that
right
works.
now. It is how it works.
No.
It's a friendship. It's a lone.
It's like a mutual unknown.
John, I can't
like
help
an
that you're the
unsaid
weeb
thing.
out of our group.
It's an unsaid thing.
Okay.
That you're the
All right,
anime
last-
lover.
All right, the mystery category was you said Pokemon.
Yeah, what did y'all think of the Pokemon in this
God.
movie? Obviously, the birds.
There was like 500,000 Pokemon in this movie.
Obviously, the birds are really awesome, and Lugia is pretty cool. Lugia is one of my favorite legendaries.
It's very well designed. Pokemon.
Here's my question here. Okay, here's my question. So, involves the whole entire world, right?
Yeah.
So all the new Pokemon should be collecting.
We
at this
went
area
over
too,
this, John.
If they existed, but they don't exist.
It's like one of those.
it's
It's one of the boxes where like, is the cat in there or not? What's the word
Yeah.
I'm looking for? You know what I'm
Cat
talking
box.
about? Like, is the cat in the box or not?
Schrodinger's cat. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
it's Schrodinger's Pokemon. Are they there or are they not?
I didn't see them. The camera didn't pan to them.
I mean, they're fine. I don't really. Other than the legendary birds, they're okay. Except for Slowking, I like Slowking. Does he talk in the cartoons?
I don't know.
Okay.
I-
One question I had, and I brought it to you before, Justin. You said you didn't know the answer, but if any of the listeners know, please let me know. But the beginning prophecy is said, and it says that the world will turn to ash. And does ash in Japan mean also ash? Like we correlate those two words, or is that like they don't have that line in the Japanese version? I don't know. But
Send
it
us a
If you
an
know the
AIM
answer.
message.
yes, I think we have some Japanese listeners.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah.
I wonder if they changed the prophecy in the Japanese version.
Right.
And they had to
The
rewrite it in the
prophecy.
American.
Or it was never just part of it. Like the whole Ash twist was never a thing.
See, but like that kind of stuff, I felt like they did a really good job writing that, like, to make him into the.
it was
the chosen one.
cool. I'm sure as a kid it was a cool twist, but I predicted it as soon as I heard it. I was like, oh, they're gonna talk about Ash. So I mean,
I predicted because I already knew it.
okay, I didn't
Like,
remember.
I didn't really. It's not really a prediction. It's just remembering.
I didn't know it, but yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Sure you didn't.
But anyways,
Sure you didn't. I'm sure you didn't.
I'm just really smart.
Sure.
I'm really smart, guys.
You're just, I'm the smartest one here on this podcast.
That's right. So I'm gonna give it a 4. Slow King made it better for me. What about y'all?
Okay, I was super excited about the legendary birds, so I gave it a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4. I like
Seeing
the
the
Pokemon
legendary
shown in
birds.
this.
Yeah.
They're good.
The one I didn't like was, but I never liked this character. I did not like Meowth. I've never liked Meowth, and he just bugs me.
Yeah, he's a little over the top. The puns are annoying.
He's just there to translate when you need him.
Exactly. Like the whole Zapdos and Pikachu
I thought that was cool.
talking to each other thing. That was
Yeah, I thought through electricity.
yeah. I mean,
I thought that was really
It
cool.
was fine. It was weird that he was like ready to take over the island. Because
Yeah, like,
Moltres was
immediately,
there.
Yeah,
like,
that was super dark. Yeah, he's left now. This island belongs to me.
Exactly.
they're not the nicest
It's like-
Pokemon, are they?
They're not.
Oh shit!
And again, the islands are so close to each other. Has this never happened before, where like one of them's left and the other one just took over? I feel like it's a pretty common thing. No, never did. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, hey, do legendary Pokemon live on forever? Like, are they just like eternal?
There's like
beings?
some weird thing with, especially in the game or in the show, where there's like multiple legendaries sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like they do it really weird. Like somebody has an Articuno, like in like the later seasons. So do they,
Oh.
is that the same Articuno or is that a new
He
Articuno?
owns it.
Yeah.
He owns an Articuno.
Yeah,
Well, why didn't the world end?
that's a good question.
And the world doesn't end; it turned to ash. So at that moment, the world just turned to ash.
Ash had to go back to the islands and redo
Like
this whole
fuck,
thing.
man! I was there like 5 years ago. Why are you making me go back? I already did a
Son of
shitty
a
movie
bitch.
over this.
Hey, this happening again.
wrote Lugia
It happens
again.
like every 2 years,
Yeah.
where some random person just goes in and tries to catch one of the birds.
Yeah, like, Ash has like a pager, and like it just says, "Come to islands." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck!"
Slow King's just waiting for him. Okay.
He brings him some pants.
He's
'cause
like, girl, bring your flute. We got to go back over there.
she's like nine. They're like 90 years old, trying to
She's
get
like
there.
16. She's like 16 right now.
All right. Okay, cool. So you got 26 points, Justin. Congratulations.
Wow. How many
Possible
points did
30.
John get last time?
I have 30.
35.
35.
Justin got, or John got 17.5 last week. So good job.
All right, first
I'm
place.
I'm probably not gonna give much for next week. So next week is Birds of Prey. It's coming out. Also called Birds of Prey. I have it here. Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
What do you
That's
think?
the full
How do you think
title.
the movie's gonna do?
It's rated R, so I can't imagine it's gonna do that well. But I think it'll be fine.
It's a movie, or is it? I thought it was a TV show.
No, it's a movie with Margot Robbie.
I thought.
I actually think this may be
Isn't there
a good
TV
movie.
show that was on the CW?
That's what we're gonna watch. So this week we're gonna watch the CW show, or WB was around that same time. Birds of Prey. It was 1 season long, and apparently it's terrible. I've never seen it. Have y'all seen it before?
I feel like this is gonna suck hard. It's an old Warner Brothers show based on
Yeah.
a DC property that's not Smallville. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna suck.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm excited to watch it. There's
But, okay, it's pretty sad where you have all these superhero shows that came before Smallville.
Yeah.
But everyone like points to Smallville as like starting all these superhero shows.
It did though. It started the modern version of superhero shows. Like I know there was other shows, but it started like the renaissance, I think, of TV shows. about
Let's
superheroes.
get back a little bit. It started the renaissance of CW ones
True.
because Marvel doesn't really do this that much.
But anyways, so we're watching Birds of Prey. No idea what it's about, but it's only 13 episodes because it only lasted 1 season and then it got canceled. So, but
So
apparently,
we're
it's-
watching all of them, right?
Yeah,
we're
we're
watching all the
watching
episodes.
all- yeah, we're watching all of them.
Yeah.
and there's a really cool cameo that I do know about. And I don't know if y'all know about it, but
The whole series.
you probably won't notice it. I'll probably have to tell you afterwards, but it's a pretty cool little cameo. So, yeah, so we'll watch that. Follow along if y'all want. I
Is
think
it
you can watch it on
Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's Spider-Man.
Is it a really, really young?
Crosses universe.
Is it a
and
super
goes-
young? What's the guy who plays Spider-Man? Right, Tom Holland.
Ro-
It's very like Tom Holland.
Basically, he's a
He's
baby,
a baby in it. Yeah.
and he's like, choo choo choo.
You guessed it. I don't know how you did it. So we'll watch that next week. We'll let you know how it is. So, John, you want to take us home?
Nah, I forgot. Yeah. I'll tell you. All right. You can find us on Another Man's pod on Gmail. Or I'm sorry. You can find us on Another Man's pod.
Wow,
on Twitter,
mess
Instagram,
up.
Facebook. You can find us on Another Man's Nostalgia on Twitch. I'm actually, the day that we're filming this, I'm going to do something on Twitch. So I'm gonna play a game.
All right, sure.
Play a game.
You're doing it
I don't know
tonight?
yet. Yep, doing it tonight.
What are you playing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know yet.
Well,
That
let us
bodes
know.
well.
I got. Yeah, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
You can watch me live.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I'm
But
in your chat.
no,
I'm
do
just
that,
gonna
and
start
then,
playing
all
like,
the clips that we're gonna
obscenities.
do. We're gonna. I didn't hear a word he said. I don't know. All the clips that we're gonna do, we're probably gonna put on YouTube as well. You can find us on, or if you want to email us at anothermanspod@gmail.com, you can give us any type of advice that you would like. We would really appreciate it. You can also create a Patreon account and give us some money. It only takes $2 at the minimum, and you'll get a shout out and a suggestion for anything that we can do. So please go donate. What episode are we gonna go look back on?
Well, before you do that, I'm excited to announce we're now on Plugged In.
Hey, it's better.
Plugged in.
It's better
Plugged
than it
in.
has been.
Plugged in.
Plugged in.
I've,
It's a podcast
is that like
site.
is that like a porn website?
No, that is
What
a
is
that is a
Are we
podcast
on-
site. John,
Oh, okay. Okay.
What I recommend.
Pokemon the movie,
How about Smallville season 1 since we're about to watch?
Smallville season 1. Yeah. We'll do
or just
Smallville
ignore what
season
I
one.
said.
Or if you want to go watch Pokemon season 1, you can do that too.
Don't do
Smallville is season 3, episode 1, and Pokemon the first movie is. I just saw it. Where'd it go? Oh, season 2,
while
episode
back.
21. So, all right,
All right.
cool.
Is
that it?
So Is there anything else?
I don't
Is there
think so.
anything else?
I don't think so. All right, well,
Go check us out on Plugged In.
plugged in. All right, well, we'll see you next week with Birds of Prey.
Peace.